What's good, y'all? Welcome to my movie review for Detroit. Now, guys, actually, funny story about this movie, and it's actually that our original plan was actually to watch this movie tomorrow, because tomorrow we're heading over to Palmdale and Lancaster, because school's starting up again in like a couple weeks. So yeah, we're picking up new shirts. We're going to the mall. Gonna go buy Hot Topic, get some anime shirts from them. Maybe hopefully rebuy that Tokyo Ghoul shirt I got from them a while ago when I from the Hot Topic haul I did when we first like last year. But the shirt doesn't fit me anymore. Like after like one wash, the shirt's completely fucked. I really like that design though, so yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get my hands on it again and get some other anime shirts. So yeah, that and also we're just gonna get some new stuff and as well some new shoes and shit. As well as actually, so yeah, like it was like this movie was like very impromptu, like when we watched it, because like I was waiting to you guys, but then my brother comes with me like, yo, bro, I'm playing like a Mass Effect Andromeda, which if you guys know what my thoughts are, because this is off the demo EA released for PlayStation, probably with if you're a Microsoft owner, you probably lock behind EA Play, their subscription service. So yeah, I was playing that news, so we're leaving to see Detroit. I was like, oh, today. Okay, so yeah, we went impromptu, so yeah, got back not too long ago, and let's talk about it. From what I played of Andromeda, which actually, they still give you like 10 hours to fuck around with this demo, which is a surprise, but we're glad this is an RPG, so yeah, I'd say give a full grasp of Mass Effect Andromeda, you get 10 hours, yeah. Overall, I thought the game was fun, pretty good. I haven't finished the whole thing, the time hasn't expired yet, so yeah. The time is expired, so I'm going to keep playing it, see how much fun I can get, and overall I enjoy it. But this is after all the patches, and after all the patches, the animation, shit like that. I enjoy it, so let's talk about it. So, Detroit. Which is of course directed by Catherine Bigelow, the same person that directed Zero Dark Thirty, which I did see. I saw it once in theaters. That's it. I've only seen it once in theaters when it first came out back in 2011, 2012. No, I think it was that was around 2014 when that came out. I saw it. That was pretty good. I could probably give that movie like a 8 or 7.5. Hurt Locker, as well as Hurt Lock, which I'm still salty, but I would turn out win Best Picture. In case you want to know, I've not seen Hurt Locker yet, but I do want to just see if the movie's any good and see if it's worth, like, it was actually worthy of that award or should have went after. But yeah, whatever. And yeah, the cast includes John Boyega, who plays the security guard in the movie. We have Will Poulter, who plays the main cop in the movie. Well, not the main cop that we see that's in predominant in the movie, as well as Anthony Mackie, as well as a bunch of others, and Jason Mitchell, who plays the character in the movie. Which I'll talk about him, his character. It's not like he thought he did a bad performance, but it's like this character does. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, guys. Now, which of course the plot of this movie is about, of course, in the late '60s, the Detroit riots going on because it's civil rights, and yeah, and so speaking of the Detroit riots, that's like my only kind of real flaw I have this movie, along with like the weird animation they started, because they start the movie off, it's like kind of like the start of the monster showing up like what happened in Detroit that led to the riots, but they don't really tell you exactly what happened. Sorry, my dad was calling me, telling me to take a shower, asking me if I could take a shower tonight or tomorrow. But anywho, but that's my only real flaw with is that they don't exactly show you what led up to the Detroit riots, like the actual events that led to it. Which for you guys that don't know, the Detroit riots I believe started because black people were getting discriminated against because we had to pay more than white people. We couldn't get service in bars, blah blah. So we started off our own bars because I believe we called the Blind Pigs, which of course we see a little bit of that in the beginning of the movie, but not really. But then sorry, I can't talk. That led to the riots actually starting, but we don't really get exactly. We don't actually see like how it went down. Say a scene where black people try to enter a bar, and they get mad. The guys we don't serve niggas here or some shit. But yeah, we don't get a scene like that in this movie at all. So, but we kind of get it. But I mean by that is that we see the bars with the Blind Pigs, but we see them just get ready. Everyone starts, rioting. We don't see the events that led up to, because it looks kind of weird. Because you're like, okay, they got arrested unjustly. So what? Yeah, as well as the anime. Those are my only real flaws. Now, let's talk about the pros. Okay, the cast, as I already told you, John Boyega and a bunch of others, they do a fantastic job. John Boyega does a fantastic job, which you guys know he plays security guard who, which I love is because he has to do a real part. He has to be angry, but not actually show it that he's angry because he's trying to because he's black. He gets a little respect from the white guys because he's a man in uniform, but they treat him like he's a child. He's like when he gives these guys coffee, he's like, oh, it's actually surprisingly good. And he's like, you got any sugar with that? Don't push him, man. He tries to joke about trying to ease the tension of the situation. And next during actually when we get to the Algiers motel, he's trying to help out the guys, be like, I need you to survive the night. I need you to survive the night. And yeah, as well as now let's talk about the cops in this movie. Now, as you guys know, if you know your history about the '60s, in the '60s, cops was too much. Black women, which gets you guys to know my ethnicity is, I'm actually Black Hispanic. And as you can see, cops did like and they show it off in this movie because the cops in this movie are portrayed magnificently. All the cops in this movie, at least the main three that we see in this movie, they're at the Algiers Motel. I wanted to strangle them throughout the movie. Each one of them I wanted to strangle them, other because how much they're pretty much fucking Nazis. Which, and see the cops actually, there's actually one thing I do like this movie is that they actually showed off. There's actually a few, cops that are actually decent human beings. This movie, like the police chief, he calls out the main cop who's played by, hold up. Come on. It was played by Will Politzer, if I'm saying his last name right. He did a fantastic job. I really, fucking hated him. I wanted to strangle him so many times. He calls him out, and he's like one of the few cops that actually decent human beings this movie. And yeah, I like that they didn't show up that all the cops in Detroit were fucking Nazis. And yeah, as well as the other characters that are in this movie that we see at the Algiers Motel, which is, I believe 8 black dudes and 2 white girls, which I was kind of surprised what happened to the white girls in this movie because, I mean, looks like these cops don't discriminate. You see the movie, you know what I'm talking about, how they were treated. So yeah, the cast was amazing. John Boyega did a fantastic job. So did Will. I think that dude, I would almost say it's an Oscar-worthy performance of how much, because I hated him so much, I wanted to strangle this really. Okay, this dude really did frustrate me a couple times while I was watching. I just wanted just step in the screen to strangle them. But anywho, the cast was fantastic. Everyone did a fantastic job. And now, another thing I really loved about this movie is I like that this movie kind of has a very documentary feel to it. Now, I don't know if Zero Dark Thirty and Hurt Locker was saying because I haven't seen this movie. Because I haven't seen Hurt Locker and I haven't seen Zero Dark Thirty since it came out in theaters. But I like this because I like the documentary style, that's very handled, to make you feel like you were actually there. Another thing I like is that they also show off that this movie, they also show off real footage and pictures of the events of the Detroit riots while you're watching it, which I like to make you feel like, an extra punch to show you, how this shit actually went down in real life. I like that they add that part to it. As well as, okay, so yeah, guys, that's about it. I really can't think of anything much more I could say about it. The cast was amazing. I really enjoyed the handheld style of the movie. It was the handheld filming that was done. The movie was very handheld documentary style. With mixing that with real footage and real photos of the Detroit riots. I like that. The cast was pretty much phenomenal. Everyone did a fantastic job. There's really nothing I can really complain about this movie. Except, of course, not us really getting any real build-up to what went down, what led to the Detroit riots, as well as the animation stuff. The animation montage that started off the beginning of the movie did feel a little off. But, yeah, that's all I can really say about it. So, my final verdict for this movie is, fuck it. A 10 out of 10. I would say this is the best out of the 2 movies I've seen from her. Zero Dark 30 in this movie. I think it's a lot better than Zero Dark 30. I need to watch the Hurt Locker sometimes just so I know if that movie's any good. But yeah, I'm not really gonna talk about, now this isn't really technically spoilers I'm talking about, which is on, the character that Jason Mitchell portrays, but it's not really spoiled because it's in the trailers, but if you don't really want to know what happened in this movie, as well, also, one thing before you guys go, is actually, this movie actually, really got, oh yeah, this is one thing I forgot to mention, actually, the cops in this movie, what they also love about the cops is that they are actually at the Algiers Motel, they are portrayed, or they kind of like come off as like horror because there's one scene where all the cops, leave out, go outside the door, the Audrey Motel and takes care of something else, and there's a moment for the guys to escape, which actually two of them try to escape, and you see cops, pop up, while they're trying to escape, they're like, oh shit, they run back, they're like, and I got the same reaction I would get like in a horror movie, like Michael Myers would show up or Jason Voorhees, you're like, oh shit, run. I love that. I love how they portray the cops, and made them feel like horror villains, As well as there's actually this one scene that just, really like hit me. I was like, shit. When I saw it, I was like, damn. It's around when the Coast Guard the National Guard shows up. And there's one part where, if you see the movie, there's this one part where someone thinks they see a sniper, and he just, fires at it. And, oh my God. I'm not going to spoil any more. I'm not going to say any more because it's to be spoiled, but that really hit me. I was like, God damn. But now, on to Jason Mitchell's character. So if you don't really want to know what happens to him, so yes, click off now. Now, I would say the character Jason Mitchell portrays is this dude that's in Detroit at the Algiers Motel, and this dude, I'd say, gets the award for stupidest motherfucker I've ever seen in a movie. I'd say he gets the award because even in horror movies, because we all know the teenagers are fucking retarded and stupid in horror movies, but that's kind of their thing, is to be stupid. But this dude takes it to another level, because he is not only a black guy in Detroit during the 60s, he has his toy gun that he fires around a couple times outside the window, around where the cops are, the next girl when, Jason Boy is there giving some the coffee, and he's just, firing randomly, because, like, oh yeah, we gotta teach them cops a lesson, like, not mess with us. But I was like an idiot. And then, when the cop shows up to the other dude, it's like, why the cops here? I'm like, you fucking idiot, because you fired a toy gun that's like a real gun, you idiot! And when he rushes towards the stairs, and then he gets shot by the dude, which I was like, what, you deserved it for being that much of an idiot. But they supposedly never find the toy gun. I don't know why, but whatever. Yeah. I just need to talk about that one part, because I was like, you fucking idiot. I've never seen someone being that stupid in a movie before, but, hey, you can be surprised sometimes, but, and there's this one scene, actually one more thing before I end the video, is there's this one scene which I don't know if that meant to be intentionally funny, or it was just me. But there's this one scene where the two white girls, after they leave the Algiers Motel, there's this one scene where the girls are like, it's 1967, asshole. I'm like, I started laughing well, I didn't actually laugh my ass because in the theater, I'm not going to be talking and laughing my ass off and loud, but I was laughing, I was chuckling, I was like, really? It's 1967? Really? You're really going to use that phrase in the 60s? I found this. Yeah, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.